Hello, I'm Deborah Knight. Welcome to A Current Affair. It's great to be with you. Tonight, the phantom plant thief who messed with the wrong gardens. Their first mistake was pinching the owner's favourite blooms. The second was thinking no one would notice.
It's weird. It's just weird and strange.
We did go out and buy some new ones, and of course she took those this time, so she likes the new plants.
She's got a green thumb.
We've put this fence in, only a cheap one, but more just so that they'd have to reach a bit more.
Here in St Andrews, a suburb in the southwest of Sydney, there are home gardens aplenty. And for anyone who loves plants but doesn't like paying for them, you could say this is a plant plucker's paradise. So when gardens started getting gutted, locals and police swung into action.
Well, actually, we had quite a few hits from her.
Rob Lillis's wife loves gardening and he loves her. So when plants started going missing from their front yard, he didn't hesitate to investigate.
My wife was more upset than I was. It's a feeling that, you've lost something of yours, and they're not great value, but it's a bit of pride and that you're having it and you cherish those things.
First, Rob checked his security cameras and voila, a hooded figure lugging a shoulder bag weighed down by his garden beds.
Quite a few pots went first, and the other plants were just random. She just pulled them out here and there, yeah. Well, as soon as I seen her camouflaged, I thought, well, yeah, we're not the first one she's hit.
He wasn't wrong. In footage from another street, you can see the figure plucking plants with her bare hands before stashing them in a bag and hurrying off. In the afternoon or in the dead of night, it seems the plant thief's MO was always the same.
I was very disappointed in what was going on, and I thought I had to let the neighbourhood know.
But instead of turning to social media, Rob did a letter drop. You went old school?
I went old school, yeah.
He alerted 250 of his neighbours with a standout headline. You've coined the person the phantom plant plucker. Where did that come from?
Normally flyers, when you put them in a mailbox, you look at them and they're straight in the bin. So I had to do something where it highlighted their intuition of, oh, I better read this.
Neighbours, be aware, we have a phantom plant plucker.
Eva and Kaz both got one.
Last week, I went to my letterbox and I found this in it. I thought, that's really weird, the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
So she came over and said, did you get one of these? And I went, yeah, we got one as well.
Kaz is disappointed she wasn't targeted. You want her to take your plants?
Please, they're all dying. I can't look after them. When you look at the garden, you wouldn't really want to take them, would you?
But for Andrew Waterson and his wife, it's been an ongoing headache.
The first time they hit us, they basically took 10 plants all along here, even came down the driveway a bit as well, took some of the ones from there. So my wife lost basically all the ones that were flowering. The next week, they came back next week and then ripped out a lot of the succulents that we had. And then they ripped out the succulent, took the bits off they want and just threw the rest of it back down. So, over that sort of 4-week period, we lost quite a few plants.
It got so bad, Andrews had to install security cameras and a fence he never wanted.
Very annoying, especially because my wife's an ex-farm girl, like from her country, so she likes plants, sort of thing, so she was getting extremely angry. And like one of the ones she knocked off, my wife had spent 3 years shaping it to the shape she wanted, and then she just got it the way it was, and then, God, just came and ripped the whole plant out by the root.
Neighbour Pat Heaney's garden's been hit too.
My wife has lost a couple of large plants at the top of the driveway, and so she got this one and it bloomed and she really loved it. She came out and all it was a pot with a big hole in the dirt on the ground where it used to be. So.
Police allege the phantom plant plucker is Sherry Robinson, and the officers aren't beating around the bush. They've charged Sherry with 4 counts of larceny. When we stopped by her garden, her partner didn't know much about their blooms.
Do you know about all the plants that have been popping up in your yard? Where she got them from?
I don't ask.
You don't ask where the plants come from?
No.
The police say she stole them.
We asked to speak to Sherry, but were told she wasn't home.
Sorry, left.
No, she's here.
Oh, sorry, left.
She didn't. I saw. She's in there. Can you tell her? I'll buy her a plant if she wants to come out. While Sherry will now need to face court over her alleged late-night gardening, the St Andrews locals say they just want it put to bed.
It's disappointing it happened, really, because I said I didn't really want to have to put that fence in. I quite liked it the way it was, but, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
Well, Sherry Robinson hasn't entered a plea to any charges yet, and as always, we will stay on the case.